Welcome to lecture 4. In this lecture, we'll see how the equation of line looks in the various forms under different conditions. We know that every line, uh, let's say this is a line L, it contains infinite points. So this is a point, this is a point. It contains infinite points. So the equation of a line. So the line has an equation such that these all points which are on the line should satisfy this equation. So we need to find how that equation looks under different conditions. Let's see. The first thing is how an horizontal and a vertical line looks. Horizontal and vertical lines. So this is y-axis. This is x-axis. Let's say the first case horizontal. Let's take any line or any horizontal line. I'm sorry for the drawing. Yeah, this is an horizontal line. Yeah, LH. Let's say LH is a horizontal line. So it intersects y-axis at this point. Let's say this is 0 comma some a. If you see any point on the line, this line has infinite points. If you see any point on this line contains the same ordinate as 0 comma a. Yeah, you all know this. Let's take this point e square into 1, then this point will be 1 comma a, and every other point also will have same ordinate. So we can represent the equation of this line as y equal to a. So let's take any point P which is some x comma y. We can represent the equation. P is a variable point x comma y. So we can represent the equation of L horizontal as y equal to a. Whatever may be the axis, whatever may be the x point, the y point is constant, so we represent it as y equal to a. Similarly, for the vertical lines, take a vertical line. Take a vertical line. This is x-axis, this is y. So it intersects x-axis at some point a comma 0. Here the ordinate is 0 because it lies on x-axis. So if you take any point, some random point, let's say this is px comma. If you take any other point, for all these points, abscissa is same, which is a, and the ordinates are different. So we can represent this line L vertical as x equal to a, where a is the point where it intersects x-axis. So these two are equations for horizontal and vertical lines. So the line equation looks as some y equal to a for horizontal, x equal to a for vertical lines. Let's take for non-horizontal and non-vertical lines. Let's see how it looks. The second form is point slope form. The name itself says point and slope. So what it says is, if we know any point of a line and the slope of a line, then we can write the equation of that line. Let's take This is y and x axis. Let's take a random line. So what it says is, we know some point m, which is some x naught comma y naught. So we know this point. This is not a variable point, this is a fixed point, and we know the slope of this line. So how to write the equation of the line here? We know that if you take some, we know how to find the slope when 2 points are given. So let's take any variable point p, which is x comma y, any variable point p, x comma y on the line. So this x comma y should satisfy the equation of a line. We know that slope of a line m when 2 points are given as y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which I have seen in the lecture 2. So what is the y2 here? Let's say let's take this is the point 1, let's take this is point 2. So y2 minus y1, so means y minus y0 by x minus x0. Here we know the slope, and we know y0 and x0. The variables are only y and x. So we get an equation, algebraic equation x comma y, which is the equation of a line. That implies y minus y0 equal to slope, which is m into x minus x0. This is the algebraic equation. This is the equation of line. So that any point on the line satisfies this equation. If you take any point, we have taken some x comma y, a variable point. If you substitute in this equation, it should satisfy. So this is the equation of a line when a point and the slope are given. The second form is two-point form. These all forms are the same, which represents the equation of line, but under different conditions. What it says, 2-point form. What it says is, the name itself says 2 points. So which means if we note any 2 points on the line, we can represent the equation of a line. Let's see how it looks. This all looks similar, just the conditions are different. Let's take this is y-axis and this is x-axis, and take a random line L. This is line L. We know 2 points. Let's say this is some P. Let's say this is MM, this is NM. We know these 2 points, some x0 comma y0, or let's say x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. We know these 2 points. And take some random point P, x comma y, which represents all the other points. So we need to find the equation of line. We know that if we have 2 points, we can find the slope m, right? So which means slope is nothing but, we know 2 points m and n. So using those 2 points, we can find slope m, which is nothing but y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is the slope. And we know 1 point. Let's say if you take we know 2 points. Let's say if you consider 1 point x1 comma y1, from the previous point slope form, we can say that y minus y0 equal to m into x minus x0. Here where y is nothing but y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So the equation looks like y minus y0. Let's take any point. Let's take y1. Y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. It's just same as the point slope form, where we need to find slope using these 2 points and take this m point as any one of the point, which gives the same. So this is nothing but 2-point form. Or otherwise, you can do in a different way. We know these 3 points are collinear, so slope of mn slope of mn equal to slope of pn or slope of pm. This is the other way of doing. Slope of mn equals slope of pm, which is equals slope of pn. You can consider any one of this and solve. You get the same as this. See, if you take x minus x1 to this side, then we get y minus y1 by x minus x1, which is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is nothing but slope of mn. This is nothing but slope of pm. See, these both are the same. So this is the equation when 2 points of a line are given. Next thing is slope intercept form. Let's look. It says if you know slope and an intercept, either it may be x intercept or y intercept, then we can find the equation. It is also similar to the point slope form, because the slope is given, intercept is nothing but a point. If you don't know what is intercept, let's see. Let's take a random line L. It intersects x-axis and the y-axis at 2 points. It must intersect because it is a non-horizontal and non-vertical line. See, let's say this point is some 0 comma c. This length is c length. This length is c. This is called y-intercept. So let's say we know the y-intercept and slope of a line, which is m. Then how the line looks? From the point slope form, which is y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught, where we know one point and the slope. Similarly here, substitute the point 0 comma c in the x naught comma y naught. That implies, which case y minus y naught is c, which is equal to m into, we know the slope, so x minus 0, which is nothing but y equal to mx plus c, where c is y-intercept. These all represent the same line, but under different conditions. You must remember that. Okay, we know, so the line looks as y equal to mx plus c, where c is the y-intercept. Suppose, let's say we know that x-intercept. What is x-intercept? For the y-intercept, what I said is where it intersects y-axis, the length from the horizon, it is called y-intercept. Similarly, it intersects x at some point a comma 0, or let's say use the same denotation, c comma 0. So this length, which is c, this is called x-intercept. If we know x-intercept, then we know the point where it intersects x-axis, which is c comma 0, and we know the slope of the line. Then from the point slope form, we know that y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught. Just substitute c comma 0 instead of x naught comma y naught. That implies y minus 0 equal to m into x minus c, which gives y equal to m into x minus c. So this is the the equation of line when the slope of a line and then x-intercept is given, whereas this is the equation of a line when slope is given and y-intercept is given, where c is the y-intercept here, where c is here x-intercept. Okay, we have seen three forms. First thing is point slope form, and where a point in the slope is given, and second thing is 2-point form, where 2 points are given so that we can find slope from using 2 points and use the point slope form. The third thing is slope intercept form, where a slope and a intercept of the line, either it is x intercept or y intercept is given, we can find the equation of a line, and we have seen how it looks. The fourth thing is intercept form. These all look same, just the conditions different. Intercept form, the name itself says when we know intercepts, we know that there are two intercepts, one is x intercept and other is y intercept. If we know those two intercepts, then how an equation looks like. Consider this is a y-axis and x-axis, y-axis, and take a line L where its x-intercept is a. That means this point is a comma 0. The intercept is nothing but the length, this length, which is same as a. Whereas y-intercept is 0 comma b, its intercept is b. So we need to find how the equation looks. So we know 2 points. If we know 2 intercepts, then that means we know 2 points. So from the 2-point form, we can just substitute x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 as 0 comma b and a comma 0. That means from 2-point form, y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Let's take x1 comma y1 as 0 comma b. That implies y minus 0 equal to y2 minus y1. This is x1 comma y1. I am substituting in the 2-point form. This is x2 comma y2. So y minus 0 equal to 0 minus b by 0 minus a into x minus a, which gives y equal to, this is b minus 0, y2 is 0, y2 is 0, it is 0 minus b, this is y1 minus b, x2 minus x1 is a minus 0, and x minus 0, x1 is 0. So y minus b equals minus b by a into x. That implies getting this into simpler form, which implies divide with b, y minus y by b plus 1 equals x by a, which gives x by a plus y by b equal to 1. See, it looks so nice because a is x-intercept, y is y-intercept. So the equation when two intercepts are given is x by x-intercept plus y by y-intercept equal to 1. So when two intercepts are given, this is how the equation looks. So up to now we have seen 4 forms. One is point slope, 2-point form, and the slope intercept, and the intercept form. And the fifth one is it is different from these 3. Fifth one is normal form, which looks interesting. Normal form. Okay. what it says is, suppose the conditions are let's say this is x and y axis and there is a line L. There is a line L. The first condition is, we know this is origin, this is the line L. We know that the length of perpendicular from origin to the line, which means this is perpendicular line. We know this length O, let's say this is M. We know the length of OM, which is, let's say, P. The first condition is, we should know the length of the perpendicular from origin to the line. And the second thing is the angle of this perpendicular made with the positive direction of x-axis, which is nothing but this, or you can say the inclination of this perpendicular. Anyways, it defines the same. So we know this angle, let's say this is some theta. We know the length of the perpendicular and the angle and the inclination of the perpendicular. If you know these two, how to find the equation of line? Let's see how to find this. We know, we have seen how the slopes of two lines which are perpendicular looks. Yes, we can see the line L and the line OM. Line L and the line OM are perpendicular. And L are perpendicular. Sorry, smaller. Perpendicular. So we know the product of slopes are -1. We have seen it in the lecture 2, the conditions for the slopes of perpendiculars. So the slope of OM is known because we know the inclination. Slope of OM is nothing but tan theta. So that implies, let's say slope of line L is m, small m. That implies m into tan theta equals -1. That implies m equal to, this is just application part. These all forms are application of the first one, point slope form, which is nothing but -1 by tan theta, which we can write as minus tan theta is nothing but sin theta by cos theta minus cos theta by sin theta. So we know the slope of this line, and we should know one more point so that we can substitute in the point slope form. See, if you draw perpendicular from M to the x-axis, let's say this is an N. So triangle OMN is right angle OMN. So cos theta equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So the M codes, the point M coordinates are nothing but, let's say, A comma B. What is A here? X, it is nothing but the length of ON. What is B here? It is nothing but the length of MN. We have seen why. This is because if you draw perpendicular to the x-axis, the n coordinates will be some A comma 0, and if you draw perpendicular to the y-axis, the coordinates on y-axis will be some 0 comma b. So the m coordinates are A comma b, n coordinates will be A comma 0. So we need to find A and B. How to find A and B? We know that cos theta equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. We know the hypotenuse length is P. Adjacent side is nothing but A. Cos theta equal to ON by P, which is equal to ON is nothing but A, and hypotenuse is P. That implies A, which is the abscess of the point M. So we know the abscess of point M, which is A is equal to P cos theta. Similarly, sin theta equals opposite side by hypotenuse, which is Mn by P. We know Mn is nothing but B by P, which is the ordinate of point M. That implies B equal to P sin theta. So we know abscess and ordinate of point M. So we know a point M which is on the line, and we know the slope and we know the point. So from the point slope form, what it says is y minus y naught equal to M into x minus x naught. We know the slope, we know the point. So we get the equation of the line. So y minus, what is y naught? The point M, which is nothing but, what is A? What we got A? P cos theta. What we got as B is P sin theta. This is P sin theta and P cos theta. Sorry. P cos theta. So substitute y naught as P sin theta, which is equal to M into x minus, what is x naught here? P cos theta. What is slope? Slope is nothing but minus cos theta by sin theta. Substitute this. Y minus P sin theta equals minus cos theta by sin theta into x minus P cos theta. Take sign this take sign to the left hand side, which gives y sin theta minus P sin square theta equals minus x cos theta plus P cos square theta. Take sin square and cos square to the right hand side, and x cos theta to the left hand side, which gives x cos theta plus y sin theta, which is equals P cos square theta plus P sin square theta, which is nothing but, we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, so which gives P. So the form, when the length of perpendicular, which is P, and the inclination of that perpendicular, which is theta, is given, the equation of line looks as x cos theta plus y sin theta, which is equal to P. Okay, see, the conditions are, the first condition I will write here. I forgot to return the conditions. Length of perpendicular from origin to line L equals P when is given. The second thing is inclination of this perpendicular. Theta. So when the length of perpendicular from origin to the line, which is P, is known, and the inclination of that perpendicular, which is theta, is known, the equation, which is known as normal form, looks as x cos theta plus y sin theta equal to P. So we have discussed 5 forms. Let's see in a fast manner. See, first thing is horizontal and vertical lines. Horizontal line looks as some y equal to constant, and vertical lines looks as some x equal to constant. And the second thing we have seen is point slope form. When a point on the line when a point on the line M, x naught comma y naught, and a slope M is given, how to find equation of the line L, which is which we got is y minus y naught equal to M into x minus x naught. And second thing is 2-point form. when 2 points are known on a line, which we have done by finding the slope using those 2 points and substituting in the point slope form, or else we have done using equating the slope of mn is equal to slope of either pn or the slope of pm. Slope intercept form. The third thing is slope intercept form. When we know either of the intercepts, x-intercept or y-intercept, then how the equation looks like. If you know y-intercept which is c, then the equation looks as y equal to mx plus c, and if you know slope and the x-intercept, the equation looks as y equal to m into x minus c. The fourth thing is when we know both the intercepts, x-intercept and y-intercept. If you know x-intercept which is a and the y-intercept which is b, then the equation looks as x by a plus y by b equal to 1. The final thing is normal form, which says if you know the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line L, which is p, and the inclination of that perpendicular, which is theta, then the equation looks as x cos theta plus y sin theta equal to p. Thank you.